You feminist women out here making these good men not want to be good men.
Are we all using ChatGPT as our dating coaches?
I just want to say dating in this generation is trash.
Women today, I see so many that are frustrated.
Well, of course many of them are frustrated. They simply can't get the man that they want.
Why is nobody talking about how hot 40 and 50-year-old men are?
I'm just wondering what happened to the generation of men that wanted a cute, sweet wife waiting on them to get home from a hard day's work.
The problem is I don't like anybody, all right? I go on all these...
Sounds like the problem is you if you can't find a single good man out there to date. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
Is there any decent men left in Chicago that are single because and actually want a relationship? Okay.
This is not the first time I've gotten dressed and gone out literally just to meet up with a guy who ends up canceling on me. Don't follow in my footsteps. Don't do anything for men. Don't fall for it. Don't do it.
You guys, me and the dating department right now are struggling a lot. Sometimes I feel as though I'm the problem. But you know what? I don't think I am. I just know what I want. And it's true what they say, the older you get, the harder it is to find someone, the pickier you become. I have two issues. I either find the nice ones that are really, really nice, but they're boring and there's no connection or whatever. And then I find the ones that I'm attracted to and I like, they're okay for a week, and then their true colors come out. And then you're just like, no, you might be good looking or whatever, but it's just not going to work. And what I've realized that dating is not hard. Communicating is not hard. I don't understand why people make it so difficult at the early stages of dating. You know what I've just realized? I've realized that men are so slow when it comes to maturity. Like, they really are behind women. And I'm just dating. There's nothing wrong with dating and getting to know people. I just know that my time right now is not to be in a relationship, and that is totally fine.
So the nice guy is too boring and she's not attracted to him, even though he'd probably treat her right. Meanwhile, the guys she is attracted to don't want a relationship with her. They just want to have fun and move on. She's caught in a loop, rejecting stability because it doesn't excite her, and chasing excitement that never lasts. Then, when it all falls apart, she wonders where all the good men went, not realizing she overlooked them the whole time. She keeps chasing that thrill, thinking the next guy will be different, that maybe she can change him, or that she'll eventually find someone who's exciting and committed. But what she doesn't realize is that each time she passes over the genuine men for the emotionally unavailable ones, she's wasting her time, her energy, and her peace of mind. By the time she's ready to settle down, those boring nice guys have either leveled up and found someone who appreciated them from the start, or they've completely checked out of the dating game.
A lot of women now, it's easier to go with the trend of like, I don't need no man. I'm fine being independent. And I'll be the first to say like, no, I would like someone to make sure that my windshield wipers are good. I would like for someone to be able to change my oil. I would like for someone to be able to provide. I get it. I'm sure they would like a more feminine woman. And I have to learn how to let go of that masculinity a little bit. Because I don't know how to let go of control. And I think that's the problem with a lot of women.
So you all told me that I should go to Home Depot and try to pick up men. Well, look where we are. Currently at Home Depot. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let's go see. We just got in Home Depot and so far, nothing. Not a damn man in sight. Well, my dad was wrong. You can't find men at Home Depot. They don't sell them there.
I was with someone for years that was truly the best person that I know. Actually, still to this date, the best guy that I have ever met. Yet I still had this crazy voice in my head saying, this is not your person.
She goes on to talk about how she left him. There was nothing wrong with him. Even years later, still feels guilty about it. But she just had to do it. And this is why good men are never really going to bother dating, is because of women like this. And there's story after story after story, both in real life and on TikTok about this. There's not even a reason to leave. He was a great human. You should watch the rest of that video. And she just left him because she just felt there was more out there. And who knows? Maybe there is, but why would you do that? Why would men want to invest anything in a woman who just is going to leave no matter what?
It never seems to make sense, does it? She mentions he was a great guy, did nothing wrong in the relationship, but felt like she had to leave him. Many women do this. They get a good man, one who's consistent, loyal, supportive, and then a couple of years later they say things like, well, I just felt like I had to leave him, even though he was a good man. What is that feeling anyway? It's like some invisible itch, a voice in their head telling them they're missing out. And often, it's not because the man failed them, but because peace, stability, and genuine love don't create the emotional roller coaster they've been conditioned to crave. Sometimes, it's boredom disguised as intuition. Other times, it's the illusion that there's always something better around the corner. But here's the harsh truth. They don't always find better. In fact, many come to regret it. Deep down, they know they had something rare. A man who didn't cheat, didn't lie, didn't play games, but they mistook calmness for dullness.
You guys, why is nobody talking about how hot 40 and 50-year-old men are? Like dads. I don't know what is going on with this new group of 40, 50-year-olds, but they're just looking so damn fine. And I don't know what's going on. Somebody explain it to me.
Told my boss I was going to Home Depot to make us some keys for work. And then while I was in the hardware department, I texted her and I said, I'm looking for a husband. And I'm in aisle 12. She says, you are not allowed to pick up a husband without me doing a second interview.
I'm just wondering what happened to the generation of men that wanted a cute, sweet wife waiting on them to get home from a hard day's work with dinner on the table so that they could eat as a family, cuddle up and watch a TV show before bed and just sleep in peace. Wake up, do it all again tomorrow. The guys these days are caught up in chaos. They want some crazy girl that'll obsess over them and just be crazy over nothing, but they don't want the sweet, innocent, nice ones anymore. Is there anybody from that generation left, or am I just out of luck?
Well, again, a lot has happened to that generation of men. Most men back then wanted a sweet wife at home, someone they could come home to. That was the dream. A woman who would love them, support them, and build a life together. These men weren't asking for much, just peace, loyalty. But as time went on, so many men started to learn the hard truth. Even when you're doing everything right, you can still get burned in the process. Being a good man didn't protect them from betrayal, from being emotionally neglected, from being left because she wasn't happy or wanted to find herself. Some gave their all only to end up divorced, financially drained, and emotionally broken. And after seeing enough examples, either in their own lives or through other men, they became wiser, more cautious. Some built walls, others checked out completely. The idea of coming home to a loving wife became a risk, not a reward.
Okay, I'll be on my way soon. I'm literally walking Home Depot right now, hoping to spot you. How's your day going?
Good.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you free today?
No?
No? Are you busy?
Yeah, like...
Oh, what are you busy with? Are you fixing your... I don't know, that's for plumbing, right?
No, I'm not plumbing.
Well...
Because I'm working. Why?
I just wanted to ask you if you're gonna be free today so that maybe we could watch a movie together. We could exchange numbers.
I'm not single.
Oh, you're married?
I'm married.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
The problem is I don't like anybody, all right? I go on all these dates, right? And every time I go on a date, I'm hopeful. Maybe this man maybe this man I'll like, and I don't. I'm bored. I find myself bored in conversation. I find myself forcing conversation. I'm not even laughing. I'm barely laughing. Maybe after I have some wine, and it's like, can I not find a single man in LA that I like? Do you know what I mean? And you could be like, well, maybe the problem is you. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. The problem is, though, I still have to like them. I still have to like them. I cannot be bored by a man that I want to date. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what you guys want me to do. Like, pretend to like somebody? No. I'm not going to date somebody just to date somebody, okay? Preferably, I'd like to date somebody I like. Oh my God, will I ever have a crush again? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. At this point, I'm like, what is a crush? I don't even remember what it feels like.
Well, at least you know you're the problem. But seriously, if you've been on many dates with many men and get bored on all of them, then maybe you just don't like men, or you don't like healthy men. Maybe what you're really addicted to is chaos, drama, and emotional roller coasters. It's not that there aren't good men out there. It's that you're not actually drawn to them. And there are many women who aren't. The truth is, a lot of those women are broken in ways they haven't dealt with. They're not looking for love. They're searching for a feeling, a rush, a spark, something chaotic that mimics the emotional highs and lows they grew up around or got used to in toxic relationships. The bottom line is this: if you keep overlooking good men because they don't trigger some emotional thrill, then the problem isn't the men, it's your own internal chaos. You're not looking for love, you're chasing emotional stimulation.
I'm at Home Depot and there's like this guy, but he has his kids with him and he's super cute. Should I like go to him, mind my own business, go pick up what I'm here to get? What would you guys recommend?
For a family of four, like keep making like 350.
Thank you. This is the thing, guys. Ladies as well. You can't find what you don't define. And the problem is, you ladies are all looking for men who are making this income that's that high. And what percentage of men in this country earn $300,000 or more? Out of 100%, what percentage?
In this country, less than 2%.
Right. So you and every other woman is looking for the same the one guy out of 100. This is why you can't find him. Because that one guy, you're all looking.
You better be good with your calculator. So get the calculator out. 40K, 50K, a guy on 40K, 50K cannot afford you. Can't afford me. Not in these big cities. Most big cities now are too expensive. The cost of living is crazy. It's Christmas now. You can't go on dates that are, these guys are making 40, 50, 70. You need 6 figures minimum. I mean, millionaire, billionaire would be amazing, but 6 figures minimum. Just disregard anyone below that. These big cities nowadays, it's just, you just can't do it on those type of budgets anymore. So 50K. And another thing as well is if you don't get your calculator out, you're gonna actually miscalculate things. So you need to know what he's earning. So find that out. Find that out. Either go on Google and just type in their profession. What do they make annually? Start subtracting, start adding, start realizing what, they've got to spend. Seriously, I really mean this. Like, literally go in with a calculator. And if the numbers are not coming up in your favor, or at least there's not some disposable income there, bye. Nobody cares. Bye, on to the next. And that's just how it is, okay? So, we all know the price of living right now. And it's crazy. And so if you can't get yourself someone that can take care of you, you're going to end up with a joint mortgage. You're going to end up having to work. And you're pretty much going to end up doing things that you would have had to do alone and being single anyway. So that's why I have another video up there called You Might As Well Just Be a Hoe. Because if you're going to do it that way, I would rather just be a hoe. So weigh it up. Make sure that you're good with mathematics. Get the calculator out and disregard the ones that are not making enough.
A guy on 40,000 or 50,000 can't afford you, huh? Where haven't we heard those words before? Any woman who talks like this, who reduces a man's worth to his income, you already know what kind of person she is. She's looking for a lifestyle. She's not searching for a partner. She's shopping for a sponsor. And let's be honest, what kind of dates are you going on that require a man to make a minimum 6-figure income just to sit across from you? Are we flying private jets on the first date now? Booking 5-star dinners every weekend? A lot of these women making these demands can't even afford the life they expect a man to fund. They want luxury while offering bare minimum femininity, zero peace, and a sense of entitlement that's through the roof. Entitlement will be many of these women's downfall when it comes to dating. Because when you walk around thinking you deserve a high-value man just for existing, you're already setting yourself up for failure. A pretty face and a loud attitude might get attention, but it won't keep a man who actually has options.
Stop staying in relationships with women who do not respect you. Let me tell you why. When you are in a relationship with a woman who does not respect you, your potential and the things in your life that you really want to do go from here to here. The power of a woman's words has the power to make you or break you. So if you're in a relationship with a woman who does not speak life into you, who is not there to support you, who is not there to provide an atmosphere for you to think clearly, which means, again, keeping the house clean, keeping the house neat, keeping things organized around the home. If she does not provide that for you, she is limiting you. Think about it. You thrive as a man, you thrive at your highest when a woman is in her femininity.
I just left a Home Depot and I started to think, wait, I should pay more attention when I'm inside those sorts of stores because that's where a lot of people say you can possibly meet a man in the wild. And I was wondering, I wonder if any men were like looking at me. And so I kind of went back into my mind of what my shopping experience was. And this is what a man would have seen, like me trying to read the end of the aisles to find my way, just kind of looking lost. And then I find what I need. I find the aisle and it's PVC piping like, well, that's too big. I need it cut. Would someone cut it here? Where is someone? Is there a worker around here? I wonder if someone works here. Maybe I should get copper piping. No, you're not doing plumbing. Why would you need copper piping? So just me having like inner dialogue and looking really confused, which none of that reads sanity. None of that reads I'm sane. And then I needed a package of nails, but pretend this is nails, but I couldn't read the size, so I had to put it up close. And then my glasses don't work, which is weird because they're glasses. And so I'm like reading it. What's that? That doesn't say approachable. That doesn't say sexy. That says constipated. So that's why I never get hit on in the wild.
Well, it can also be that those men are already married, and that's why they don't approach you. Nowadays, there are many women doing the same thing, going to Home Depot, act confused to try and get a man, but that plan backfires most of the time, and they get frustrated. Why? Because the men they're trying to attract aren't desperate. They're not clueless. They've seen the pattern. They know the difference between genuine interest and a woman who's only interested in what she thinks he can provide. And that's the new reality. The old games don't work. Acting confused isn't enough. Pretending to need help isn't attractive when your attitude screams, "I'm on survival mode," because that's what many modern women are looking for today. A man who can provide them a lifestyle while they sit back and enjoy the benefits in comfort.